I would like to call the Human Resources Committee to order. It is 6:06 on April the 30th. We're at Nashua High North. Roll call.
Okay, Mrs. Timmons?
Here.
Mrs. Van Twyver?
Here.
Mrs. Porter is here. Ms. O'Gara? Here. Okay, other attendees, Mrs. Oden, Mr. Guarina, Ms. Hohensi, and Mr. Kaufman.
Okay, thank you. On today's agenda, we have the 2018-2019 teacher renomination dated April the 30th, 2018. That was in your package, and you did receive today the principal list that was not included in the package, but you now have it in front of you. Do we have any discussions on this? Yes, ma'am. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Are you recognizing me?
Yes, I am. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I do have some questions. The first section on here, it says that these people did not complete 90 days contract. I had a question about that. When were they hired, and is it? I've never seen this before, so I'm just questioning it. Why they were not completed in 90 days? When were they hired?
They were hired after the 90th day of the school year. So in the teacher contract, it defines service as 90 days.
Oh, okay.
So they haven't done, if you did 90 days, you would be considered to have, you would have a year of service.
Okay, thank you. And I did have another question, but I can't think of it right now, and I forgot to mark it, so.
Okay. Any other questions? Yes, Mr.
Just as a point of order on your agenda, Ms. Porter is not listed as a member of this committee, and Ms. Mosier is a typographical error.
Thank you, but Ms. Porter is a member of... She's
not listed.
Yes, we acknowledge that she's not listed. It just was a mistake.
I'm trying to point out that
Yes.
it's missing.
Yes.
You also have another typographical error in the document.
Thank you. But yes, Mrs. Porter is on this committee, and thank you for noticing the typographical error. Any other questions? Yes, Ms. Hohensi?
Thank you. So do we have lists for renomination of paras, secretaries, and other school year personnel?
They are not renominated under RSA 189A,
Okay.
14-A. It's teachers and principals and assistant principals.
Okay, thank you.
I just want to point out something on the misspelling. It says Ms. Mosier, it's Mr. Mosier. It's the typographical instead of Mr. Ms. Any other questions? Ms. Odom? Okay, can I have a motion on the, if there's no other questions or discussion, I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
What?
You have a question?
Excuse me?
Accept, right?
Okay, I'm sorry. You're right.
Okay, that's all right.
Sorry.
Thank you. I'd like to make a motion to accept the teacher and principal renomination list.
Yes. There's a motion.
Second.
Okay. So there's a motion on the floor to accept the 2018-19 Nashua School District teacher renomination list dated April the 30th. The motion was moved by Ms. Porter, second by Ms. Van Twyver. So can we have a motion to set the roll call on that, please?
Okay, Ms. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Van Twyver?
Yes, but we don't need a roll call.
You don't need it?
No.
Okay.
Just the voice. Well, okay.
All right, I say yes, we're good.
Okay.
All right.
So the motion was passed. So there's no other things on the agenda for, yes, ma'am. Sorry, Ms. Van Twyver.
Thank you. I would like to suggest that you never hold up a meeting for me again. I'm generally on time and usually early for these meetings, so I don't want to be the cause of you holding up a meeting. You can call the meeting to order on time if it's if everybody else is here, if you've got your quorum. So I would never want you to hold up a meeting, any meeting in this district for me if I don't show up. I'm generally here, most people know that, I'm generally here ahead of time, so.
Duly
If I'm not here
noted.
at 6 o'clock or whenever the meeting starts, go ahead and just make a recommendation or a notification when I do arrive, if I do arrive, okay? Thank you.
Thank you. That's duly noted, Ms. Van Tryver. We held it up because we thought you was going to be a little delayed because the week prior you were, so that's why we did it. Okay? So,
A motion to adjourn?
Wait, there's a hand up.
No?
Excuse me, Ms. O'Gara has a question.
oh,
I just wanted to make sure that in accepting the renominations, that we are also accepting the principal list?
yes.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Guerrero?
I know, I just wanted to point out that Ms. O'Gara had her hand up.
Ms. O'Hensy?
Thank you. I understand that we have 2 consultants in CTE now. I was wondering, did that come through the HR committee? What is the status of that?
We'll take that up at a committee meeting. Right now, we're only going to go with things that's on the agenda. That's not on the agenda. So on the HR committee meeting, we will talk about that then.
This
Oh,
is,
sorry, that's right. Can you speak on that?
I know nothing of 2 consultants in the CTE. I only deal with employees, so if I don't know anything about that. Consultants?
yes, there was a consultant, I believe, from Pinkerton, a former CTE director over there that came to North and South and was operating over here on an interim basis of some sort. And I was just trying to establish, or find out what was going on. And I believe they have another consultant that they had hired previously, and I was wondering where the funding came. It didn't go through finance, it didn't go through the board, so I'm trying to figure out what the status is.
Where did your information come from?
A member of staff,
Who?
that's irrelevant.
No, it's relevant to me. I like to know where it came from. You asked the question, I just want to know where it come from. So, can you give me the name of the person that it came from?
No, I choose not to.
Okay. All right, thank
And I'd
you.
like to remind,
Yes, Ms. Van Tryver.
any contract over $10,000 has to be approved by the board, so if they're making more than $10,000 a year, it should have come through finance to the board.
Thank you. We'll note that. Could you check into that, please?
I thought it was 5,000.
Sure.
5,000
All right.
comes to the committee.
Again, the motion is on the floor to adjourn.
Second.
Okay, and it's, we already did, we good, so
Okay.
that ends the,
You need a vote.
we just did it.
You second, you need to have a vote on adjourning. You can have a
Okay.
voice vote. but
All right,
you have
all
to
right.
have a vote.
All right,
10 minutes.
yes,
Ms. Van Twyver?
Yes.
Mrs. Porter? Yes.
okay. Meeting is adjourned at 6:15.